Hello everyone! So, we all know that when students come back to school, they have plenty of stories to share. So, why not give them a platform to share their stories? So, the first thing you need to do is print the files that are available right below this YouTube video in the description box. In one of the files, you would find the Instagram writing template, as you can see here. And there's also another link for all the printable stories that you could see here displayed in the video for the topics that students can choose and write about. Cut the stories, as you could see here displayed in the video, to make it easier for students to choose one story or one topic they would like to write about. You would also see that here I provided also an empty template for stories that you might find more interesting or that you would like to add, or maybe your students would actually like to add. So your students are also given the opportunity to add a story or something that they would like to write about that wasn't available in the stories that were chosen for them. Then students come to the board and select a story that they would like to write about and share with their classmates. Each student chooses one story they would like to write about, and once they have chosen a story, he or she cuts that section and goes back to their seat and starts to write a story about their summer vacation using the questions in the box next to the picture that might help them recall certain information about the day they would like to write about or event they would like to write about. Students could also glue the picture they have from the story they chose to write about, or they could simply design their own pictures about the story they would like to write about. Another option that could be done, which is much easier than the previous one, is that you could cut all the pictures into separate parts and you could hang them all around the classroom, but you need to make sure you have several copies because students might choose the same thing to write about. And students could then have a walk around the classroom and read them and choose one topic they would like to write about or share a story about that happened with them during their summer vacation. Students then start to write their Instagram story about a day in their summer vacation, and they could use the questions to help them, lead them write more information about their summer vacation experience. Following this, students could exchange their stories with their partners and have their partners comment on their stories and write a comment for them. Another option as a closure for this activity could be through a speaking activity where you have students walk around in the classroom and share their stories with each other. Another follow-up activity could actually involve more reading and writing if you wish, where you have students hang their stories on the classroom walls all around the classroom. Then students could actually go and read the different stories on the classroom walls and actually add their own comments on each other's stories. But you have to keep in mind that maybe one lesson may not be enough to achieve this out of my own experience, because I always tend to do activities like these. So I would suggest that you have the stories stay on the walls for about a period of time, let's say about a week, and then students would have more time and space to go and read more than one story even, and add their own comments about a story they have read. And following this week, each student may take their Instagram story with the comments that their friends wrote and enjoy reading them. Hope you like this back to school activity and that you are interested in carrying it out in your own classes. I'm very excited about doing it with my students, and I can't wait to share how it went with all of you. All the best, and thank you for watching.